It can be your first and last bike, and not your last bike because you're dead. It can be your first and last bike.
Test driving everything and anything with two wheels to help you find your next bike. I'm Sean Kerr, and this is Srkcycles.
What's up, guys? Sean from Srkcycles here with a 2016 Kawasaki Vulcan S. Now, you guys have seen me do a lot of cool things with one of these bikes. You've seen me race bikes that are way faster than it. You've seen me ride this thing in the rain. You've seen me race a CVO bike. You've seen me race Triumph Rocket 3, one of the biggest bikes out there. And I'm always impressed with these bikes. Same engine, same power plant as the Ninja 650, and they're just comfortable and they're made for a lot of different riders. But today I'm going to tell you something a little different about it. I'm going to show you guys how not only is this a brawler, a brute force, stone cold killer, this is also a great entry-level bike. Let's dive into it. Alright, guys, do words of wisdom. 1 Corinthians 13:2. For if I have the gift of prophecy and know all mysteries and know all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but I do not have love, I am nothing. Wow. Alright, guys, so let's dive into it. I'm going to explain to you why I think this is an amazing good entry-level bike that new riders can be hopping on this thing and just having a great time. One, this bike is perfect for people of multiple sizes. With the, I think it's called Ergo Fit. Right now it's set up for a little shorter person. I feel a little cramped on it. The handlebars, the pegs, and the seat can all be adjusted for different size people. From like short 5-foot people to over 6 feet tall. So that's awesome. Two, the way the power band, I'm gonna stop counting now. The number's gonna get real ambiguous pretty soon. The way the power band is, it's a fairly forgiving bike at the lower RPMs, which is what you need. It's what you want when you're learning how to ride a bike. It's the bikes that have instant power from 1 to 4,000 RPMs that can get really hairy. This bike actually, it's set up like your normal sport bike type of motor, where all of its power range is like 6 or 7 and above. So on a bike like this, if you were a new rider, you can just kind of hang out in those lower RPMs, and it doesn't feel like it does not feel like a super fast bike. You really have to learn how to ride it, learn how to keep the RPMs high, and to really feel that power, which is perfect for new riders. So the throttle response in the lower RPMs is very tame, very easy to livable if you're a new rider. The clutch is also an extremely light clutch. I mean, really, like pinky finger, well, not pinky finger, but almost pinky finger, you can pull it in. The bike is light. This bike is weighing in at less than 400 pounds. When you're learning how to ride a new bike, when you're jumping on a new bike, the last thing you want is it to feel like it's heavy. Now, when we talk about entry-level bikes, a lot of times people want to talk about Rebels or 250 Rebels and things that you learn how to ride on, but then instantly you regret and you buy something different. I never liked that idea because, one, it's expensive. If you buy it retail, then you sell it private sale, right there you're losing money. You're also losing the taxes of what you just paid for previously, unless you buy from a retail, then you trade it in and then you lose the money right there, but then they save you money on taxes. It's an expensive way to learn how to ride a bike. There are some bikes out there, like, case in point, the 650 Vulcan, where it can be your first and last bike, and not your last bike because you're dead. It can be your first and last bike because you just don't need any more bike. You can ride this thing in a very tame manner, like what I'm doing right now. I'm keeping all the RPMs. As a new rider, you just keep the RPMs nice and low, never get past 5,000 RPMs. And then as once you get more comfortable, once you become more an advanced rider, That's where the power is. So it is that bike that you could learn how to ride. It's light, it's nimble, it's responsive, it's good looking. It's an amazing looking bike. It's also extremely inexpensive. Oh, I was wondering what those lights are. Aftermarket spotlights. Little button right there to turn them on. Interesting. So he's got aftermarket spotlights on there. Don't know what they cost. He's got a little aftermarket quick detach windshield that is locked in with a key. It's about 6,000 RPMs where the power really comes in. So it gives you plenty of range. You can mess up, you can make some mistakes, make some throttle mistakes, and not be in a bad situation. The braking on this bike, let's look at my mirrors, is great. This is actually the ABS version. The braking's good because it's got good brakes, but also because it's a very light bike. The lighter it is, the easier, the less brakes it needs to stop you. This bike is a 2016. It's got 284 miles on it. I love the color scheme. I think they're super cool looking. And brand new, these things are $7,000. That's cheap. MSRP of $7,000 is incredibly cheap. If you were gonna buy a new bike, if you're thinking about buying a new bike, hey, that's not that bad. Now we sell bikes like this for around $5,000. This one is 2016 with super low miles. So this is gonna be $55,000. It also has some additional stuff on it that would probably cost you around $700 or $800 to get done. Guys, that wraps it up. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out one of our other awesome videos where we test drive these bikes a bunch. I'm Sean from Srkcycles, and remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.